Striking, poignant, powerful and totally enthralling. Just some of the words to describe the captivating stories told in this category.
And at the helm of each is a talented director who brings these stories to life on screen. In a category sponsored by Capital Law, let's find out who they are.
But then in a fairly sort of flippant way, he said, well, what about my pound then?
Marc Evans, Jack to a King, The Swansea Story.
Handed it over to him, he looked laughing through it all on the floor. And that was the last dealings that we've ever had with Tony Petty.
Caryl Ebenezer, Malcolm Allen, Cyfle Arall.
Ar y pryd oedd yfad a chwarae pêl-droed. Ac o'n i'n methu delio fo'r ddau yn y diwedd. Oherwydd oedd un yn cymryd drosodd llall.
Steve Freer, Visions of the Valleys.
There's nothing left of the Egyptian extravaganza, and many of the old ironworks are ruins now. Arches and towers that only hint at the power and noise they once generated.
So the BAFTA Cymru Award goes to Marc Evans, Jack to a King, The Swansea Story.
Diolch yn fawr, BAFTA, thank you very much. Diolch I Tara Bethan am ganu yn briodas ni. Thanks to Tara Bethan for singing at a wedding. I feel a bit of an imposter, really, because I don't do many documentaries and I'm not from Swansea. So I would like to thank Swansea for entrusting me with this lovely story. It's a great story. And in particular, those great ambassadors of Swansea, Mal Pope and Edward Thomas. Thank you very much. And Gwen Llian and everybody at YJB Films. I won't tell you what YJB stands for, but Jack is the middle word. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr.
What does it feel like to have won the BAFTA this evening?
It's lovely to win it because I don't generally do documentaries, and it's a story that I became passionate about. It's a story of Swansea City Football Club, and their story is remarkable. And I sort of feel that, as a Cardiff boy who doesn't know much about football, that I might have done them okay. So that's really nice for the club and for the film.
What was it like to meet some of the inspirational people behind the story?
It was amazing. I mean, the point is, it's a documentary, it's a sports documentary, and some of the documentaries about sport that you really admire, like Senna, for example, are archive rich, aren't they? They're sort of made up from amazing clips of Senna's life, for example. And when we started doing the Swansea City story, the sort of filming challenge was the fact that when they languished in the 4th division of the Football League, there was no footage of them at all. So you had to try and find a way of telling that story, which is not just talking heads, but kind of brings it alive, but also find the people who were intimate with that story and were there. And it's Swansea, so you just end up with a cast of characters that are just blinding. They're great, you know. So I sort of feel the film is theirs, really, and I feel that it's great that if you watch the film, that Swansea get to tell their own. The goodies and the baddies are in there, you know. So it was great.
Finally, was there any one highlight to working on the show, or was it just the whole?
Actually, the highlight on this film for me was it's really nice to find sort of the music for filmmaking is quite an important element to me, and we found a brilliant. I'd like to call them a kazoo band, you know, the traditional Welsh kazoo band who were world champions in Swansea, and we filmed them playing their music, and Mal Pope, who's the producer, is also a brilliant musician, and we took their music and made it the music of the film, and I feel that's part of the Swansea story, and that was a highlight for me.
Let's take a look at these nominations.
Jenna Coleman as Clara Oswald in Doctor Who Kill the Moon.
You make us your friend, then that is your moon too, and you can damn well help us when we need it.
I was helping.
What, by clearing off?
Yes.
Yeah, well, clear off! Go on! You can clear off, get back in your lonely bloody TARDIS, and you don't come back.
Thank you very, very much indeed. Diolch yn fawr iawn a BAFTA. It means a lot to me to win this award. And as the first female director to win, I'd like to